So here I am all set to make some chicken chop tonight, and this is not my recipe. This is Shobhik's recipe. Shobhik Ghosh, he's in TPA, as you all I'm sure know, and he's one fabulous cook, and this is his no fail recipe which I have made quite a few times ever since he shared, and it just comes out perfect every time. This is a little lengthy. It's not my usual half an hour shortcut thing, lazy woman's thing, but believe me, if you have the time, this is any day worth it over that. Okay, so I'll just quickly run you all through all the stuff that is here and how I'm going to go about doing this. So here I have chicken legs with the thigh. These are big pieces which I have just slashed, as you can see, so the spices can get in properly. The other stuff that is needed for this is, the chicken is a kilo and about 100 grams. So for that I have, this is onion and green chili paste. I have 3 large onions with 3 green chilies, and this is a paste. Now this is ginger garlic paste. I will be adding this I'm sorry, ginger garlic paste will be 2.5 tablespoons, and this is some curd. This was actually supposed to be hung curd, so I have not yet hung it. I will do it. So this is 200 grams, and this is the biryani masala. Now this is my homemade masala, and Shobhik's recipe also has a very detailed listing of all the spices required to make it. This is exactly that, nothing different. And this is 2 tablespoons of the masala, and this is some sattu, which is basically roasted Bengal gram flour. So I have 2 tablespoons of this, and this is salt and sugar, and this is Keora water, and that's rose water. It's not water, sorry, it's essence. And this is Kashmiri mirch. So now the first step is marination. So I have washed the chicken pieces and I have pat dried them, and now I will be just adding everything into the bowl and marinating the chicken. There goes the chicken, and then the onion and chili paste, and here is my garlic paste and my ginger paste. This is the biryani masala. This is the Kashmiri mirch, which is about a tablespoon. The actual recipe calls for some saffron also, but somehow my saffron is over and I did not get good saffron, so I'm omitting that. This is the sattu, and I'll just be adding the carrots a little later since they are not yet hung. And this is some sugar to taste. Not very sweet, just a little bit to balance the taste. This is the salt. Please add less, you can always add more. Okay, that's that. And I'll just go ahead, my hands are clean, so I'll just go ahead and mix all this up. Marinate this well. So ideally this should be left for some time, at least an hour. So meanwhile I'll just put the curd over a sieve so the water can drain off, and I have my hung curd and I'll mix that in this. So there, that's that. And I'll come back for the next step. Oops. Okay, so my hung curd is ready now. There. So I'll be just adding this to the marinated chicken. And the other thing which I forgot to add, basically I couldn't add because I'm just shooting again with one hand and sort of mixing and stuff, cooking with the other. So I had not added the Keora and the rose essences. So I did that. And now I'll be just adding in the curd and again a good mix. Okay, it's getting a little difficult mixing like this, holding the camera. So basically I'll be just mixing this, and now the marination is done. I mean all the spices have gone in. So I'll be keeping this for about an hour before I start the cooking. Okay, so now the chicken has marinated for an hour, and I'll be starting the cooking. So before I start the cooking, this is another paste that I need to make. This has cashew nuts and poppy seeds and pomegranate seeds. Actually, one is supposed to use char magas, but I did not get that. So this is just plain pomegranate seeds. So I'll be grinding these three together, and the proportions are, I have about 12 cashew nuts and a tablespoon and a half of poppy seeds and a tablespoon and a half of the seeds, the pomegranate seeds. So I'll be grinding these together to form a paste. And now for the chicken. So this is the marinade, and I have tried to shake off as much of the marinade as was possible from the chicken pieces. Now this is my oil, and the oil is around 25 milliliters of refined oil, sunflower oil, and 2 tablespoons of clarified butter ghee. So I'll be putting in the chicken pieces one by one and frying them in medium to high, so that for about 4 to 5 minutes, so that the chicken gets some color. I do not want to cook the chicken now. I just want to add color to the chicken. So my oil is almost hot. Yes. Okay, Arun is helping me. Thank you, Arun. So my flame here is full, and I'll be just frying these for 4 minutes, flipping sides once. I just wanted to get the color, the reddish brownish color. I have flipped the chicken pieces after 2 minutes. As you can see, it's already got on the color. This has no artificial color. I did not even get saffron to use. This is just the Kashmiri mirch, and it smells divine already. So another 2 minutes and I'll just take this out. I have a total of 6 pieces, 3 here and 3 there. Both sides are now fried uniformly almost. So now I'll be just taking this off. Arun is doing it for me. He's taking it off the pan. There. Now for the remaining 3. 1, 2, 3. And the same thing. The flame is high. I'm just browning the pieces. Okay, now the remaining 3 pieces are also done, and I'm taking it off the oil. This got a little extra brown while I was making the paste of the cashew nuts and the poppy seeds. Okay, now the oil has these crumbs from the chicken. So I'll be straining the oil out because I don't want my gravy to turn bitter. I've strained the oil. This is all the burnt chicken masala crumbs, and I'll be putting this oil back into the pan. I will be adding another tablespoonful of clarified butter to this. And the next step is adding the marinade. This is all the marinade that was there when I had taken out the chicken pieces and fried them. This is the remaining marinade. So this I will now be frying in medium flame. Till they are nicely cooked. The spices are all raw. It has onion and ginger and garlic. So I'll just be cooking this, frying this rather, till the color changes. I'll come back to show. Okay, so the marinade has been frying for about not much, about 6-7 minutes, and I'm happy with the way it looks now. See, that's a close up. It's properly fried. There was already quite a bit of oil, so otherwise the way to know if it is done is if your spices in the pan start releasing oil, then you know that it's been fried properly. So in my case the oil was a little on the extra side already, so I know that it is done by the color of the gravy. And now I'll be adding in the ground spices, the cashew nuts, poppy seeds and pomegranate seeds. So I asked Orun to just add a wee bit of water into the mixie bowl. That's it. I'm not going to be adding any more water to this. This is going to cook without any extra water. So I'll be now again slow cooking this for another 5 minutes. Now that I've added that other paste, that has to cook also. So for another 5 minutes this will cook. Okay, so it's been about 6 minutes and all the spices look nice and fried. Now I'll be adding in the chicken pieces. And now I'll be just covering this and cooking the chicken till the meat is tender. So I'll be putting a lid on, and of course I'll be coming and flipping it once or twice. So here, and the flame is going to be low to medium because the spices are already done and I need the chicken to cook without water. So that's it, we're almost done. Just have to wait for the chicken to cook. Okay, so this is midway into the cooking. You can see that chicken, being chicken, has released water. And this will help the meat to cook. I'm covering it back because the chicken is not yet done. I'll be flipping it after another 5 minutes or so. I have flipped the chicken pieces now, and this is a very good quality chicken that I buy from this particular online meat retailer called Licious. We have it in a few cities in India now. The chicken cooks really fast. This is excellent quality chicken. So I'm expecting another 7 minutes or so and this should be done. But of course I'll be covering it. There. And it's on low. And we are done. The chicken has cooked properly, perfectly. I inserted a knife to see. It basically took about 15 minutes to cook. Large pieces of chicken. That is the beauty of Licious chicken. And this is done. We are done. I'll try and take some photos, though it's evening here and the artificial light, frankly, I don't think will do justice. So nonetheless, let's see, and if not, if there's any leftover, then maybe I'll take some photos tomorrow, or I'll share my earlier photos. I have made this a few times, like I said, and I have photos from the earlier times. It's done. A very big thank you to Shobhik. He is a young man, very talented, and really an excellent chef. Chicken chop for a almost cold, blustery Bangalore evening. Thank you everyone for watching. Till next time.